Today we're here to discuss customer profitability analysis. This is a process developed to help businesses understand which customers are profitable and which are not profitable, and therefore which ones they should let go. The way to do the analysis is to have a workshop with your client to identify who your high profit customers are and write their names down. This can take some time. It could take a couple of hours. So you ask them to think about the customers that when they make a mental or emotional or an actual allocation of all the direct costs of providing the services or goods to the clients, plus the indirect costs, including all the overheads, which customers they actually make a high profit on. And then you repeat the process with those where they think they make an average profit, and you write them down. And the more people you have in the room, the better, rather than just having administrative people. And it's better to have blue-collar people, people from the shop floor, people from operations, as well as management and senior management, because you'll often find people will say, oh, so-and-so's a high profit customer, but when you dig down and find out, they might say, oh no, it's not really high profit, it's really average profit. And then you go through the process again and ask them to identify the low profit customers. When you take into account all the direct costs and all the indirect costs, which customers they only make a low profit on, and you write them down. And then you ask and say, think about those customers which, when you provide the goods or the services, you actually incur a loss. And it could be, if it's in transport, it could be some customers where the rate looks good, and on the face of it, the profitability should be good there, but there are delays at picking up freight, or there are delays in delivering freight, or the customer might be slow to pay, there might be problems with pallets. You could have a customer which on the face of it is quite good, but when you actually dig down and understand what actually happens, they have to come down, and they come down into these lower categories. And then, say if the business is, say the sales are 10 million, that's the revenue, you then say to your client, okay, who are the high profit customers, how much are they? And sometimes they can tell you pretty quickly, other times it takes a bit of time and you might have to write in various amounts there and put it in over here. And you might find it's perhaps a couple of $1 million there, it might be $4 million there, it might be $2 million there and $2 million there. And that's how, this is just an example. So then you put in the percentages, so it's 20%, 40%, 20%, and 20% equals 100%. So another way of looking at this is you have your high profit customers like that. You've got high, you've got average, you've got low, and then you've got your loss. And that equals your net profit. So it might be something like that. The money you make in your high and average profit might be cut out by those. Or if your profit is really low, it might even be something like that. Or if you're in a loss incurring situation, the loss is obviously even greater here, and it wipes out all of that. So if you could be burning up the money that you've made over here just on that. So you need to understand that. So then, what do you need to do? You need to to identify what actions you can take to take the low profit customers up to at least average profit. That might be changing processes, it might be changing procedures, it might be changing prices. And then you need to see what action you can take to improve your loss incurring clients up to low profit. Or if you can't do that, you stop working for them, you manage them out. And in fact, you can have the one customer with work in all 4 different categories. Depending on the products, you could have some high profit products, some average profit, or some loss incurring ones. And the same in transport, you could have different processes and different rates and different goods and routes. The one customer could be across all those categories. So you need to understand that. It can take a couple of hours to do it, but once you've identified that, you can then take some corrective action, and of course it becomes self-funding. You can find the money in the business to be able to afford the mine shop consultant to help improve the profitability. So To summarise, this is a very powerful tool, a customer profitability analysis. For many clients, I do it twice a year because things change. You win customers, you lose customers, your customers win customers and lose customers. You identify your high profit customers, taking into account all the costs, average profit, low profit customers, loss incurring customers, then break them down to the actual dollars of sales, then you get the percentages, and then you look at it as to what corrective action can be taken to take the low profit customers up to at least average profit, loss incurring customers up to at least low profit, or stop working for them. And the process is self-funding. So it's a process every business should conduct regularly to understand where it's making money, where it's not making money, and so it can take corrective action.